When I first learned martial arts, I too have challenged many established instructors. And of course some other challenging me also. But what I have learned is that challenging means one thing, is that what is your reaction to it? How does it get you? Now if you are secure within yourself, you treat it very, very, very lightly, because you ask yourself, am I really afraid of that man? Or is that man, do I have any doubt within me that he's going to get me? But if I do not have such doubt, and if I do not have such fear, I would certainly treat it very lightly, just as today the rain is going on strong, but tomorrow maybe the sun is going to come out again. I mean, it's like that type of a thing. It is like a mirror to reflect himself. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I personally believe that all type of knowledge, I don't care what it is, ultimately means self-knowledge. Oftentimes people come up and say, hey Bruce, are you really that good? I said, well, if I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know I'm lying. But, all right, going back to be truthful with you. Let's just put it this way. I have no fear of opponent in front of me. But I am very self-sufficient, that they do not bother me. And that should I fight, should I do anything, I have made up my mind, and that's it, baby. You better kill me before. As a person, one thing that I have definitely learned, and my life, it seems like it's a life of self-examination and self-peeling of myself bit by bit, day by day, is that I do have a bad temper, a violent temper, in fact. When I first arrived there, you know, I did the Green Hornet, you know, television series back in '65, and as I look around, man, I mean, I saw a lot of human beings, and as I look at myself, I was the only robot there, because I was not being myself, and I'm trying to accumulate external security, external technique, or the way to move my arm, the way, but never to ask and say what Bruce Lee would have done if, the word if, such a thing happened to me. When I look around, I always learn something, and that is to be always yourself, and to express yourself, to have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate him. Now, that seems to me that is the prevalent thing happening in Hong Kong. Like they always copy mannerism, but they never start from the very root of his being, and that is, how can I be me? I mean, you see, I never believed the word star. That's an illusion, man. I mean, that's something public calls you. You see, and when you become successful, when you become famous, it's very, very easily to be blinded by all these happenings. Everybody come up to you as Mr. Lee. When you have long hair, they will say, hey man, like that's in, man, baby, that's the in thing. But if you have no name, they will say, boy, look at that disgusting juvenile delinquent. I mean, too many people are yes, yes, yes to you all the time, you see. So unless you really at that time have gone through quite a lot and understand what life is about, and that right now, man, some game is happening, and realizing such that is a game, fine and dandy, then it's all right. But most people tend to be blinded by it, because, I mean, if things are repeated too many times, you believe in it, and it becomes a habit. To be honest and all that, I am not as bad as some of them, but I definitely am not saying that I am a saint. Okay? There is no such thing as an effective segment of a totality. By that I mean, I personally do not believe in the word style.